LQ Biz News, your daily dose of Chinese entertainment and celebrity buzz. Tired of fate-chosen hotheads who swing first and think never? Meet a Xianxia lead whose greatest weapon isn't a divine sword, it's risk management. Pull strings, plants Ao Ruipeng in the role of Li Changshou, a cultivator so methodical he could outplan your project manager and still have time to draft a contingency plan for his contingency plan. Before the show even airs, it's buzzing like a spiritual artifact fresh out of the forge, and for good reason. Here's the irresistible pitch. Li Changshou is the poster child for survive today, ascend tomorrow, reborn into an ancient era where gods feud and calamities have brand names. He decides that playing dead is often safer than playing hero. He hides his trump cards, perfects his escape arts, and treats every decision like a boss fight you prep for with spreadsheets. His creed is delightfully paradoxical. The biggest risk is taking any risk, which instantly flips the genre's usual impulse toward reckless bravado. Of course, the universe hears this, laughs, and sends him a curveball in the form of a junior sister who yanks him out of his quiet mountain life and straight into a world-shaking catastrophe. He wants to turtle. Destiny wants a champion. That friction is where the fun, and the fire, begins. If you've waded through your fair share of star-crossed angst and solemn cultivation sermons, Pull Strings feels like a sly wink from the genre itself. The show takes the classic immortality quest and outfits it with a comedian's timing and a strategist's brain. On the surface, Li Changshou is the guy who avoids trouble like it's a cursed artifact. In practice, his avoidance keeps accidentally saving people, dissolving crisis, and stacking quiet wins until, oops, there's a powerhouse hiding under that monk's robe. Imagine a protagonist who dodges a fight, trips over a conspiracy, and somehow results both by not being there. It's the art of the anti-move, and the series mines it for both laughs and thrills. Comedy is baked into the premise, not pasted on as garnish. The gags emerge from cause and effect. A well-timed teleport meant to escape a nuisance deposits him right where a rescue is needed. A carefully stashed life-saving talisman, meant to stay secret forever, gets discovered by the person he least wants as a witness. Li Changshou's poker face keeps cracking at the worst possible time. His elaborate plans meet adorable chaos, and the oh no beats land like drum hits. It's humor that respects the audience, clever, character-driven, and never so silly it punctures the world building. Speaking of world building, the behind-the-scenes rap featurette teases exactly the texture you want from a modern Xianxia, action that feels weighty, effects that enhance rather than overwhelm, and a visual language that sells ancient myth with teeth. Spiritual energy clashes are lit like high-end concert battles, and the mythical beasts don't look like they wandered in from a different show. There's intent here. Someone cared about making the magic feel tactile, the blows feel consequential, and the spectacle serve the story rather than swallow it. Ao Ruipeng threads a tricky needle as Li Changshou. He has to be funny without winking, cautious without seeming cowardly, and brilliant without turning smug. His performance calibrates those dials so the character reads as principled rather than paranoid. When he refuses to leave, you believe it's because his brain is already 3 scenes ahead, mapping outcomes. When he finally throws a punch, you feel the release. This is a man who only unsheathes a blade when every other path is closed. Across from him, Sun Zhenni radiates the kind of disruptive warmth that gets past any fortress of logic. Her presence isn't just romantic interest, it's a narrative solvent that melts his carefully constructed distance and drags him into the messy, human part of heroism. What really sets Pull Strings apart is its anti-trope thesis. Instead of force-feeding a grand romance or drowning us in destiny monologues, the show champions a philosophy: caution is courage. In a landscape where protagonists often level up by yelling louder, Li Changshou levels up by thinking harder, counting variables, laying traps, and letting enemies overextend. It's not that the series lacks emotion or stakes, it's that they're filtered through a mind that insists on living to see tomorrow. That makes his eventual choices, when he decides to step out from the shadows and take the hit, land with 10 times the impact. And yes, there's romance, but not the kind that drags the plot by the hair. The chemistry here sparks in the negative space, quick glances when a plan goes sideways, awkward timing when a secret talisman tumbles out of a sleeve, shared victories that feel earned instead of fated. If you're allergic to melodrama but still want butterflies, this is your dosage. Will the show stick the landing? Early signs point to a team that understands balance, brisk pacing punctuated by character beats, high-concept magic grounded by tactile choreography, jokes that cool the soup without watering it down. If Pull Strings delivers on its promise, it could become that rare Xianxia that pleases both the lore nerds and the casual scrollers, the kind of series you can binge for the laughs and then rewatch for the foreshadowing. So consider this your friendly nudge. If you've ever wished a cultivation drama would reward brains as much as brawn, keep this one on your radar. Are you here for Ao Ruipeng's stealth mode hero? Sun Zhenni's chaos meets kindness energy? The accidental rescue set pieces? Tell me the moment you most want to see, the flawless escape that backfires into heroism, the secret stash exposed at the worst possible time, or the first time our extremely cautious lead chooses to risk it all, on purpose. Either way, sharpen your wits, not just your sword. Pull Strings is ready to prove that in a world full of flying blades, the deadliest edge is a plan. Thanks for watching LQBiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.